Hello, my name is Donna Rodman. I am recording this video and providing you with a PowerPoint presentation of my boutique practice, Our Designs, out of my office to your team. I would like to introduce myself, some of my relevant and unique projects. I am a licensed landscape architect in Canada, registered to perform my work in the province of British Columbia. I have my seal. It was a long journey to get here. I am currently learning new technologies in video recording to present projects and to present myself. I am looking for employment or contract work or subcontract work as a registered landscape architect. I am in good standing. I am seeking projects internationally at this present time. This is my agenda for this PowerPoint presentation. My story, some features about planning and design, achievements or commitments, so you understand me as a design professional. I was born in Rawalpindi, Pakistan, of Canadian parents. My father was a Canadian civil engineer working for, at that point in time, Acres International, the World Bank, and CETA on many development projects overseas in 4 different countries. I lived in 4 of those countries. My mum followed my father into his work and his life. I speak 2 other languages other than English. I am fluent in Spanish, and I am upgrading my Parisian French. I believe firmly in communication and accommodating the person that I am working with to the best of my ability in their language. I love to have other ways and other languages to speak. I was born in Dowd Khel, translated means the city of David, in the middle of a desert. At that point in time it was called West Pakistan, and I was born in Rawalpindi, West Pakistan. I am the founding principal of Our Designs, Landscape Architects. That company was a limited company until 2020, and we had to shutter the company and close it and dissolve it due to lack of projects during COVID. I am now a sole proprietor. I started as a registered nurse, left nursing to bring green spaces into hospitals, healthcare campuses, and group homes where people are confined for extended periods of time due to a disability or a situation that's developed in their life, like a stroke. That's my area of expertise and experience predominantly. I have worked with architects who specialize in designing for this population group. I actually advocate for universal design, which is a socially equitable design program with 7 principles. And I speak in this language rather than using the word disability. I believe that people have the right to reach their full potential with their abilities. I have had a very diverse and interesting career path. I am an undergrad in urban geography, building technology as an in architectural, what was called architectural building design. Finally, my master's in landscape architecture, completed in 1999. My seal was conferred in 2010. These are my commitments: improved life for all people by using universal design principles, and there are 7 of them, which I would like to one day teach you through video and PowerPoint. I believe very strongly in the power of nature as a healing force. I'm passionate about applying research, almost social environmental research, to planning and design as a registered landscape architect in any part of the world. My inspiration is love of life, nature, the ocean, and I'm in awe of the creation that we have with all the plants, all the animals, birds and insects that are on this planet. I have worked for campus development and planning. I have worked with the police in looking and reviewing sites for crime prevention through environmental design. I have written a booklet on universal design that was funded by Legacies Now 2010 in the province of British Columbia. That booklet can be found on my website at www.ourdesigns.ca. It's at the top of the landing page. My relevant projects are very many. Some of these projects were done while I was interning, and I have the descriptors and images here for you to look at. I always look at new materials to make accessibility easier, to make it easier to maintain new pathway systems that are wheelchair accessible but are out in the elements. I also have experience in designing wetlands, constructed wetlands, and making the plant lists for water resource civil engineers and environmental consultants. I can apply my skills and knowledge from landscape architecture, which is both a science and an art, to outdoor design, outdoor environmental restoration projects. Blair Court was a very special project and very close to my heart, and I did while I was interning still with Neil Staniscus Doyle Adams, an architectural firm in Vancouver. And it was all about providing housing, integrated housing for people of all abilities and circumstances through the Vancouver Resource Society. It was very well received amongst the residents of this structure, which was a concrete 4 or 5 story structure with a commercial retail on the bottom level of it. It was a very unique development project and received awards for the concepts of funding the project. I've had other rather unique projects as well. A heritage garden for a daycare in a very old mansion in North Vancouver. I have conducted research with children. My master's thesis was all about the universal play space of children in nature and in our landscapes. And so I completed that in 1999. In 2014, I started another project where we were working with children in an elementary school, getting them to draw their play space. It was called the Amazing Shoebox Adventure, using natural materials so the kids could really tell me what they wanted in their play space. I always try to turn to the client to find out what their needs are, and even their deeper needs are in their design projects. My most recent project since relocating from North Vancouver in 2021, after COVID was finished and we were allowed to travel, I started some other projects when I relocated to the interior of British Columbia. However, my experience here has been that a lot of people do their own work here in a very surrounding and all-encompassing natural environment. And as a landscape architect, I am not getting as many calls here in the interior of British Columbia as I really need and require to practice. These are the letters of reference, recommendations that have been made, some by my colleagues, professional colleagues, my employers. I've had some incredible opportunities to be on design panels as a landscape architect, sharing my knowledge of the human condition and their engagement with nature, with their outdoor environments, and their ability to be safe and yet enjoy and have great healing from being outside in nature and listening to the wind, the birds, and seeing the colors and textures of nature. We cannot replicate any of these really in a building. That's why I'm a landscape architect. I want to thank you for looking through my PowerPoint, listening to me on this video. And this is the booklet I was referring to earlier. Plan and Design for Choice for Outdoor Environments. Again, thank you for hearing me. Please visit my website at Our Designs, www.ourdesigns.ca. Have a great day. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.